How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to another video with the House Money Investing channel. So today was the day that I finally sold out of all of my principal that I just deployed in November. Starting tonight, I will start the whole process back over, and I will start buying up more shares to swing trade. So we'll jump right into it. I purchased BBEU for $1. That came from me selling one share at $25.80 out of my Moomoo account. So my profit was around $1. So I bought that in a fractional share in Robinhood. Hence house money. So it's basically free fractional share. I should let it ride out for the long term with zero risk involved. Then I purchased $1 of GER. That came from me selling one share out of my Moomoo for $8.13. My profit was around $1 for that trade as well. Then I purchased $1 of BBJP. That came from me selling one share out of my Moomoo account for $27.60, and my profit was around $1 as well. Then I purchased Slack, or ticker WORK, WORK, for $12.76 in my Stash Out account. That came from me selling one share of WORK for $42.26 out of my Moomoo account. So my profits were $12.76, which I locked those in. Then I purchased $1 of GSIE. That came from me selling a share out of my Moomoo account for $31.39. So once again, my profit was around $1. Then I purchased $10 worth of CIIG, which is a merger. I made that in my public account. I did sell this share out of my Webull account, which it wasn't yet 4 o'clock in the morning, so I still have to sell that share, and my profit out of that was $10, so that's why I purchased it in my public account. Then out of my Webull, I withdrew my remaining principal of $301.40. Out of my Acorn, I withdrew my remaining principal of $236. So I'll have roughly about $700 left in that account. Out of my Charles Schwab, I withdrew my remaining principal of $869.05 as well. Then I purchased $1 of SHY in Robinhood. That came from me selling a share of SHY in my public account for $39.04. I took the profits and purchased them in Robinhood. Then out of my public account, I withdrew my remaining principal of $179.55. As you can see at the bottom, it says my account will have $593.83 left, so I still have to withdraw that principal as well, which I probably won't withdraw it. I'll probably just leave it in public, so when I swing trade, start my swing trade again this month, I'll just account for that and go ahead and use that to swing trade. Then I sold SPDR out of my Robinhood account. I purchased the profit of $3 in my public account. I sold almost 2 1/4 of a share out of my Robinhood. It was valued at $73.35. Again, my profit was $3, so I locked that in on my public account. Then I purchased $1.50 worth of SPY-V in my Stash app. That came from me selling a little bit over 2 shares out of my Robinhood account. That was valued at $73.50. Again, my profit was $1.50 on that swing trade. Then I sold UTG for $72.05 out of my Robinhood. I did not make a profit on this trade. On all the trades I make, I'm not going to make a profit on all of them. But since I diversify so much and I invest in great companies, I will, at the end of the day, profit more than I lose, which I'll show you at the end of this video the amount of money I've acquired in house money, aka free shares, over the last 6 months. I've swung trade 3 different times in the last 6 months, and I'll show you my profits. Then I withdrew $234.72 worth of principal out of my Robinhood account. Then I purchased $60 of Whirlpool. From here on out, the rest of these trades are going to be me locking in gains from the shares that I sold out of my M1 Finance portfolio. So on M1, I had 100 shares, all at 1%. So out of those 100 shares, every position that I profited in, I'll show you the gains here on out that I locked in. So Whirlpool, I made $60. That's free stock. That's house money. I got my principal back. Then I purchased $19.59 of Honeywell. That was again for me selling it out of my M1. This was all profit. Then I had $13.05 worth of profit in VTI. $7.24 worth of profit in Pinterest. Purchased that in my Cash App. Robinhood, I had Snow. My profit was $4.66. Again, that's out of my M1 finance account. Then Spotify, my profit was $3.23. Roku, my profit was $2.71. Etsy, my profit was $2.61. Arc W, my profit was $3. Purchased that in my public. Boeing, made a profit of $2.06. Wynn Resorts made a profit of $2. SEDG made a profit of $1.95. Peloton made a profit of $1.80. Datadog made a profit of $1.56. Square made a profit of $1.52. Triple Q made a profit of $2. PayPal made a profit of $1.42. Tillo made a profit of $1.40. Disney profited $2. AMD profited $1.21. EA, I profited $2. Fiverr profited $1.15. IBB profited $1.01. Now the rest of these, shares that I sold out of on my M1 Finance, the rest of these are just going to be $1 profit. They were either really close to $1 or anything over 0 cents. So I just rounded up for $1. That way I can lock in some gains and build up my portfolio. Like I said, I do this every 30 to 90 days. So I'm steady adding to all these positions in 10 different brokerages that I have. So DocuSign, T-Row, GS, IWM, AVGO, Abby, Lulu, ECL, AXP, Starbucks, T-Doc, Beyond Meat, FedEx, Snap-on, JP Morgan, T-Mobile, CB, MGA, Triple Q, Qualcomm, VYM, VGT, STZ, Garmin, Apple, Intuit, Caterpillar, Skyworks, Pepsi, Vanguard Growth ETF, VU, Walmart, Nike, Spider R, UPS, Kimberly and Clark, Target, Johnson & Johnson, SpyX, Facebook, Lowe's, TM, which is Toyota, McDermott, SYK, 3M, Charles Schwab, which is SCHG, APD, Alibaba, Visa, MasterCard, Costco, Union Pacific, United Healthcare. Okay, and that was all my trades. Here is a screenshot of my statement from last month. So from Sweat Equity, I made $29,723.25. I deployed $28,882.18 into the market. So I use this account here just for investing only. My statements for my job do go to this account, and I do use pretty much just about all of my Sweat Equity to invest and to swing trade it to make a profit. Just real quickly, I posted this. This has really gained a lot of momentum here lately. I invested $45 in this stock in my Stash app. It's up 36.78%, and I made a gain of $16.55. This is all house money. In a previous month, I made a swing trade on this stock. My profit was $45. I locked it in on my Stash app, and as you can see, it's just free shares just riding out and still making profit for me. And this is going to be the amount I made. So like I said, I deployed a little over 28 grand into the market in the beginning of November, withdrew all my principal. I've accumulated $12,589. Sorry about that. I've accumulated $12,589.09 over the last 6 months. So I started this challenge in June. I do this challenge. This has nothing to do with my long-term portfolios or my dividend portfolio. This is a separate strategy that I'm using. My long-term and my dividend portfolios are pretty much set. I've been investing in those for the last 6 years, and I do consider those my private accounts, as I really don't share them too much. Sometimes I'll post them on my social media, just a glimpse every now and again, just kind of like for motivational purposes, to let people know, you know, there is a way to make money out here, and it doesn't take a lot to start. So once again, put in 28,000, took out 28,000. This is over about a 30-day period. I've done this 3 times. The first time I did about 20 grand. The second time I did about 15 grand. I think the first time I did it for 90 days. The second time I did it for 60 days. And then I did it for 60 days again here. Well, about 30 days or so. Something like that. I can't hardly remember. But anyway, overall I've made $12,589.09 worth of house money, which is free stock. This is all risk-free. Beyond this point, I can let it ride for decades. I don't have to worry about whether it goes up or down, because at the end of the day, I'm still winning. And as you can see, I did lose on one of those trades, and I've won on most of those trades. And this is a reflection of the strategy. I think I purchased about 465 or so different fractional shares and whole shares throughout the course of November, and of course I sold those out. All the balances you're going to see here are what I've accumulated since June doing this house money strategy. So on my Robinhood, I have $3,989.69 worth of house money, and that's also made gains. It's up an additional 19.82%, and it's made $659.85 on top of, you know, the house money I have. As you see, I have a little bit of buying power here. I believe that's the buying power I withdrew out that I showed earlier. If not, I'll leave it in there and swing trade with it starting tomorrow. And then on my Stash account, I got $1,970.55. This is all house money, free stock, risk-free shares. Then in my public account, I have $1,531.77, up $338.78, or 28.40%. Shows here I have a cash balance of $619.78. I just shown earlier that I withdrew some of that principal. I may have another $500 remaining. If I do, I'll just swing trade that as well. So it says here I have 911 technically invested in stocks, right? And then in my Webull account, I have a total of $1,632.82. It's up 16.42%. It's gained additional $239.29. And I have 21 positions in this one, and they're all swing trades. They're all house money. As you can see, like the top gainer with Spotify, I purchased 1 share at $324.89. Well, actually, I swung traded in the previous months from other accounts, and that's just what I accumulated over time, was 1 share, and it's actually up $63.49. Same with Square. And then Cash App, I got $1,086.20. It's up to another $509, or 15.54%. For some reason, the bottom at here, it kind of reflects a different telling, which I don't understand that. In my Acorns, I have $1,072.01 of remaining house money. And then in my Fidelity, I have $533.42 of house money. And then in my Ameritrade, I have $502.31. Mubu is $465.31. And then in my M1, like I said, I sold everything out. And over the last 6 months, I've made $238.52 of house money, and it's been up 26.74%. And then my Charles Schwab, and my Vanguard, I usually sell everything. These last 3 shares that I have here are probably just shares I messed up somewhere in my notes and didn't sell out of them. But it's only $9 worth and $8 worth there. And then I did post a video just before this, about an hour ago, on how I made $12,000 in free stocks over the past 6 months. So this was kind of just a breakdown of that, an extension of that, plus some of the trades I made this morning. I will start making trades starting tomorrow, deploying my money back into the market, and I'll keep track of what I put in and everything like that to keep the strategy going. If you like the video, please hit the like button to help me out. Comment, I'll reply to any comments, good or bad. You don't have to agree with what I'm doing here, or the stocks I pick, or my strategy. If you like the stocks I pick, look up the tickers. Anything I buy or sell or have long term, it's going to be a good stock in my opinion. So you can always look at those tickers, do your own research, your own due diligence, and then go from there. Look at the technical analysts, look at the balance sheets, look at the company's fundamentals and everything like that, and decide if it's something you want to invest in. If you want to try to use my strategy, you can. You can do it with less money, you can do it with more money. It really don't matter. It works for all balances. It works for all accounts as well. If you use a lot of money, you might have you might be paying a lot more taxes, because I believe like anything over 40 grand is like, they tax you on it. But me, I'm not worried about taxes. If I do end up paying taxes in some way, which I do pay them on my dividends, I'm still winning. It's still free money. Go ahead and tax it. It's gonna make those gains back plus some. So I'm not worried about the taxes at all. And then if you want to follow my journey, please subscribe, hit the bell. I do post stock picks from time to time. When I add something to my watch list, I post that stock. I may go into depth about it. I may just give a brief overview on it and stuff like that. And that'll be the video for today.